This is the real reason why you're stuck. It's not your routine, it's not your diet, it's not your lifestyle. It's the people you are around, it's your environment, it's your circle. That's exactly what is holding you back. I see so many lads surrounded by the wrong friends. They'll have these friends who they've always had for years, but they're on this mission to improve themselves. They building a new physique, they building a new lifestyle, all this other stuff. But they're still hanging around with the same friends who were doing the stuff with what they were doing before. The stuff that they didn't want to do, the stuff that they wanted rid of and they wanted to keep moving forward. But these friends are just going to hold them back. They're not going to help you move forward whatsoever. And surrounding yourself with a bunch of good people will help you move forward much quicker. If you're surrounding yourself with friends that are just laughing at what you're doing, you're laughing because you're trying to better yourself, you're laughing because maybe you're trying to create content, better yourself, all this other stuff, and they're just laughing at you, saying, what you doing, mate? This is never going to work, all this other stuff. Yes, I'm not saying get rid of these friends. Don't get rid of these friends. Don't just say, right, mate, fuck off. Just realise that they're the thing that is potentially holding you back from moving forward. And as well, you will build new friends on this path when you are moving forward. Friends that are more aligned with your goals, rather than friends that are holding you back, they're a bit of a burden on you. And like I say, I'm not saying get rid of these friends or anything like that. But really what you should be doing is separating yourself from them. If they're holding you back, if they're doing all these habits like going out every weekend, eating shit, not training, drinking all the time, chasing birds, doing all this other shit which you don't want to be doing, then really you should separate yourself from them. And like I say, I'm not saying totally cut them off. Yes, you could still every so often keep in touch with them or whatever. I would probably remove yourself from kind of the group chat and stuff if there is bad shit going on in there which you don't want to discuss or hear. Because like I say, what you need to focus on is just that you are doing everything you need to be doing that is aligned with your goals, that is going to move you forward. So if you have a goal of getting in shape, physique development, bettering yourself, if there is certain things like going out, drinking, chasing girls, all this stuff, is that really relatable to bettering your physique, bettering yourself, feeling good? Probably not. All you're doing there is basically covering up how you feel by all these things called vices. All these things are just basically covering up your goals. You're not going to move anywhere. You're not going to move forward. It was the same as when I was back in the time where I got out of shape, 2019, 2018 time maybe. I was with these friends who were partying all the time. All they wanted to do was go to raves. All they wanted to do was kind of go out every single weekend, chase girls, just do shit, which I realised in the end wasn't for me. I got to a point where I got out of shape. I was training already. Don't get us wrong, I've never stopped training. Training's always been in my life. I've never cut it out. But I got to a point where I was partying too much, partying every weekend, maybe chasing girls, doing all the shit I didn't want to do, until I realised, shit, things have really, really went pear-shaped here. I've got myself out of shape. My mental health's not really in the best position. I did go through a patch where my mental health was absolutely smashed. And then I realised, shit, this is not really for me. I need to be doing something that's moving me forward, a purpose, a mission. And then I did actually find my purpose, which was helping guys level up. The physique, mindset, lifestyle, all this stuff. But I only found that from hitting rock bottom, partying all the time, mindset on its ass, out of shape, a burden on me back with kind of a girl I was seeing as well. All this stuff built up to a point I realised, shit, this is where things really need to change. And what I did from here was just kind of separate myself from the crowd. I got my head down, put in the work, started learning education every single day. All this stuff to move me forward. And what had to be done there, I had to separate the old friends for a while. Had to put them to the side and try and kind of not speak to them and all this other stuff. Otherwise, these friends would have been holding me back, because these still would have been doing things which I didn't want to be doing. They weren't aligned with my goals, all this stuff. I needed to kind of say, right, I need to step aside a little bit here. I didn't need to unfriend them and say, right, fuck off, mate, I don't really want to speak to you anymore. I just needed to realise, right, this group of people isn't helping me move forward. And that's exactly what I needed to do, to separate myself from them. In the process as well, I've built new friends. I built friends who are on the same mission, doing the same shit as what I'm doing every single day. And that's what you want to really build. You want to build, yes, you can still have your old friends who you can still talk to and you can still meet up or whatever. But over time, you want to be building a set of friends that are kind of doing the same shit as what you're doing. And you can kind of spend most of your time with them friends. If them friends are all on a mission, they're all absolutely savages, trying to move forward, trying to build something, they're going to help you move forward. The old friends which are still doing the old shit, the shit that you don't want to be doing, aren't going to move you forward. So if you surround yourself by an elite group of kind of friends that you've built moving forward, honestly, you will fucking move forward at a rapid pace. There's a quote that says, I think, you are the average of the 5 people you surround yourself by. I think that's what it is. Don't quote me on that, because I think I might have butchered it. But it is pretty self-explanatory. If you surround yourself with 5 men that are absolutely fucking savages, they've all got a mission, they all working towards something, they all can kind of chip into each other, their little part, right? I'm doing this, I'm doing that, all this other stuff. Imagine how fucking quick you're going to move forward if they're the only kind of 5 people which you do talk to, communicate to, all this other stuff. This is going to fucking absolutely skyrocket your progress. And then, like I say, if you don't have to fully unfriend your old friends, all the friends that maybe you met at school, all these other friends, you don't have to totally fuck them off and just say, right, lads, I'm not going to be your friend anymore. You can still talk to them, obviously, just keep it to a minimum. Like every so often, maybe you go and do something with them, all this other stuff. But the main friends you want to associate yourself with are the friends that are going to move you forward. They're going to be aligned with your goals. They're going to be giving you energy and not taking energy from you. The old friends are going to be kind of energy drainers. The new friends are going to be them friends that give you energy, make you feel absolutely pumped all the time. And like I say, they're just helping you move forward, helping you feel good, have all these ideas, and then you can all keep chipping into each other. If you are a group of friends, keep chipping into each other, giving each other new ideas, all this stuff which is going to move you forward at a rapid pace. The old friends as well are probably friends which maybe are just happy with mediocrity. They're just happy with living their normal life, doing a 9 to 5 every day, not really training, doing nothing of this stuff. And that's fine. Some people want to live like that. Get the house, get the dog, get married, retire, work a 9 to 5 all their life. Some people are happy with that life. And don't get us wrong, I respect that. But some people aren't like that. They have this fire inside of them that wants to keep moving forward all the time. They have this big goal, this North Star goal that they want to continuously work towards. And then people just need this group of, this mastermind of people who are just going to give them energy and keep moving them forward. And that's exactly what you want. That's exactly why I built the Elite Standard. My coaching program is full of men on the same mission. All these men are wanting to improve the physique, wanting to improve the mindset, wanting to improve the lifestyle, all this stuff. And if you join the Elite Standard, you are around these men. So if you don't have a mastermind of men around you, this is where my coaching program will come in an absolute positive to you. Because you will, like I said, you will be surrounded by a group of savages moving forward on a mission to improve the physique, build an absolutely sick physique, an elite mindset, all this other stuff. Yes, you can still have your old friends. Maybe, yes, try and cut the time down on you do, communicate with them and all this other stuff. But you're going to be talking to these new men. You're going to be on the mission yourself, improving your physique, improving your health, improving your mindset, all this other stuff. You're going to be improving all this stuff. You're going to be moving forward at a rapid rate. You're going to be in an environment that is going to make you thrive. Why would you not want this? For the cost of probably one of your nights out on a weekend, if that. One night out these days is probably, you probably spend over £200 on one night out. And this coaching program isn't really going to cost as much as one night out. And it's going to move you forward at an absolutely rapid rate. So, boys, if there's one thing you are going to take from this video, it is surround yourself with the right people. Environment is absolutely everything. If you can build an environment around you, whether that's your girlfriend, your partner, your wife, your husband, not your husband, sorry, because this is actually aimed at men, but your wife, all your mates, the group of people you're around, if you can build this into an absolutely elite network, this will move you forward at an absolute rapid rate. So, keep smashing it, boys. If you have any questions, please do drop me a message on Instagram. It is Danny with 2 Y's Clement. Drop me a message. I will respond pretty quickly. And if you want to get involved with my coaching, the link will also be in my Instagram bio. Press that. There will be all the details on there to get involved and surround yourself with an absolutely elite network of men all on the same mission. Keep smashing it, boys. Keep putting the work in.